Last month on Show Us Your Mini-Me, I had introduced a new set of dolls that I had purchased to represent me as an older adult, a senior, like in my 80s. The set consisted of like a grandmother doll and a granddaughter doll, and since I do not have a granddaughter, it was going to represent me as the godmother of a goddaughter. When I received the set, I realized that it was a Jacqueline Kent set, and it was titled Words of Wisdom. And the theme for last month, which was chosen by Gigi, Living It, Loving It, Gigi Ma Style, was what is your goal for 2026? And my goal for 2026 was to make wise choices, wise decisions. And when I received this set of dolls, it was titled Words of Wisdom. It would be like the grandmother giving the granddaughter words of wisdom. So I decided to continue on with the words of wisdom. For the first month, last month, I gave the Bible verse, Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. This month, I want to share 1 John 4:8. Anyone who does not love does not know God, because God is love. God is love. He is the definition of love. Love is a core aspect of God's character, His person. So last month, the story began with Mrs. G looking out and seeing a little girl in her patio, out in the frigid cold in the snow. She went out to see what was going on, and the little girl said she just wanted to look at the pretty lights. So Mrs. G gathered her into her home, contacted her mother, who said she could spend the night. Come to find out that the little girl's mother works 2 jobs and has to sleep a lot, leaving Trudi to kind of be on her own a lot. So this month, they share with each Mrs. G, or Godmother G. She was sick over Christmas for 2 weeks, and she didn't really have a Christmas. And Trudi, whose mother was working, she really didn't have much of a Christmas either. So the two decided that they were going to have their very own celebration of Christmas and Valentine's Day. They decorated the tree with hearts. They strung snowflake lights across the living room. Put out some heart-shaped pillows. And because Mrs. G had gifts that had been unopened because she had been ill over Christmas, they had gifts to open. Mrs. G came up with a Christmas outfit for Trudi, and Mrs. G put on her Christmas dress, grabbed her coat, and grabbed her change purse, and off they went to the stores to gather food and goodies for their grand celebration. They came home with the biggest fast food hamburgers they could find. One for Trudi, one for Mrs. G, and even one tiny one for Mrs. G's dog. They brought home the biggest bowl of fruit that Trudi had ever seen in her whole entire life. They even treated themselves to some roses. They had put a pretty heart patterned ribbon around the kitchen table, and now they were going to make muffins and cookies. Trudi watched as Mrs. G ran the mixer to mix up the muffin mix. After they took them out of the oven, the aroma of the muffins filled the room, and Trudi got one for her very own. And then came the best part, where they danced around with music and were festive and laughed and giggled. And just enjoyed each other's company. together on the floor and open gifts. And although it's February 14th, 2026, and the theme was, what is your favorite activity? Presented by Mary Jo's Crafts and Dolls. And their favorite activity was being together as family and feeling the warmth of Christmas, even though it was Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining us, and we can't wait till next month to see what Erica Little Ohana picks as the theme for March. And remember, these times with your family and friends, whether it's activities or just being together, are the precious moments that last forever. Thanks for watching, and join us next month to see what Erica Little Ohana chooses for March theme. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.